First and 10 for Burroughs on the Warsaw 20. They give to Cranston up the middle. A nice stop by Bill Halleck, who grabbed him at the line of scrimmage and yanked him down. Cranston, who's a little guy, I mean, he's not little, but he's short and compact. Doesn't look like he can be more than about 5'5" or 5'6", and probably about 175-pounder. We have no statistics on these guys, but he's a little hard for some of these fellas to find. Wildcats have Frank Can in there at one defensive position on the middle of the line. Pitches back to Cranston. Cranston trying to cut in, following his blocking. Gets down around the 15-yard line. Boo Foreman brought him down. And they'll mark that ball all the way down to about the 12 or 13, call it the 13, where it'll be third and about 2.5, 3 yards to go for the first down.
Third down.
Jamie Templeton, Randy Jenkins, Frank Can, the three big men in the middle for the Wildcats. I formation, wing back to the left. And they give to the tailback, Lockmuller. He's got a hole you could drive a Mack truck through. Lockmuller goes down there very close to the goal line. First down for Burroughs at about the 2 or 3. About the 3-yard line. John Burroughs opening up the second half the way they played the first half, just rolling down the field. Quarterback Edwards gives to his tailback Lockmuller, powers in, and I think he may be just short of the goal line. Jamie Templeton, Bill Halleck, Randy Jenkins, the middle of the Warsaw line, held him at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They just run everybody in the middle and give the ball to the last guy, and he follows all the blockers. Blue and gold clad Bombers breaking the huddle. Second down, goal to go from the 1. Both ends tight. Wing back on the left side, 2 men stacked, Cranston and Lockmuller. Edwards gives the ball to Cranston, knifes through a little hole, and he was cut down, but he looked like he was almost in the end zone before Ramsey grabbed a hold of him. Not quite, just short of the goal line. It falls at about the half-yard line. Third down, goal to go. Mike Schockman calls a defensive set. Talks to the black and white clad Wildcats. Third down and short. Edwards is going to call timeout. Edwards didn't like what he saw in the Wildcat defense and is going to call timeout. So third down, goal to go. The ball on the 1-yard line. We've got 7 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Wildcats down 28-7. We'll take a break. This is Warsaw Wildcat football. How about 30 seconds? Here it is, third and goal on the 1. Edwards, with everybody massed behind him, gives the ball to Lockmuller. Lockmuller dives. He's met in the air by the Wildcats, but his forward momentum carried him in. 3 or 4 Wildcats met him in the air. He never got to the ground, but the dive's momentum carried him across the plane, and Burroughs has gone out in front 34-7. I don't believe the Wildcats thought this could ever happen to them. They're kind of stunned down there. Well, extra point attempt. Schenecker kicks it up in the air. It's good. And the John Burroughs Bombers have gone out in front with 5:57 left to go in the third quarter, 35-7.
Warsaw.
Thank, too, all the nice people here at John Burroughs who cooperated. The athletic director had to run out and get me a telephone at the last second because I didn't have a touch-tone phone and we needed one to get going. Poling has the kickoff, and he is trying to come back up against the flow and doesn't quite make the 20-yard line before he goes down. Nice return. Nice coverage, I should say, on the part of Burroughs. And they'll start the Wildcats back at about the 18-yard line. First possession for the Wildcats here in the second half. And the reason you hear all the cheering is we are sitting over here on the John Burroughs side. I don't think there'd be too much on the far side, although a lot of Wildcat fans have come up here to see this ball game, and it's been a good season. Jonathan Gott on a halfback option pass, and it is no good. It was intended for Gary Jones. Jones was very well covered on the play. Somebody took away my, I guess I did it. Guy covering was Mylan Johnson for John Burroughs, and he was the closest man to the ball. As Gott just let it go, and it was a nice long pass, but actually Johnson was closer to it than Jones was. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Wildcats just have to play wild, catch-em-up type football, and they're not that type of ball club. They need to put their heads down and grind out the yardage, and they just can't do that when they're down this much. Ramsey gives the ball straight ahead to Halleck, and he doesn't make much. He's across the 20 to maybe the 21-yard line, and that's all. Give him about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 7. The ball just across the 20-yard line. Wildcats trailing here against John Burroughs by the score of 35-7. We are about halfway through this 3rd quarter. Gott and Halleck behind Ramsey, wide man right. Ramsey looking for somebody to throw to. Instead, he gives to Gott on a little delay handoff. Never saw that play before. And Gott came up the far sideline. Made a few yards up into the neighborhood, just very close to the first down. He may be about a half a yard shy of the first down. So it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats, and they're going to be about 6 inches shy. They'll send their punting team on. Ramsey went back to throw. I guess it was a draw play, although it looked almost like a little shovel pass to Gott. And Gott went up the right sideline and didn't quite make enough yardage for the first down. Another foot he would have had it, but he's a little bit short. The ball at about the 28-yard line. So for the Wildcats, 4th down, a foot to go from the 28. Now you know, guys, and I'm not going to tell you this, but you know, they go into punt formation. They also have a play where they run from punt formation. And what have they got to lose at this point? I don't know. But Halleck is back on his 15 in punt formation. Ball is to Gott. Gott is running with the ball. He's got the first down as he comes up across the 30 into about the 34. Well, I finally predicted something. Maybe that was a foregone conclusion. Wildcats have worked on that keeper off the punt for quite a while, or, you know, the fake punt and the run, and that time it paid off for them as they got the first down at the 33-yard line. Gott needed about a yard, and he got about 4 or 5. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 33. They trail 35-7, and if nothing else, they'd like to make it a little more respectable. Ramsey with the option to Gott, coming to the outside. Gott turns the corner, making some yardage. Down the sideline he goes, and he's finally knocked out of bounds up around the 35, 36-yard line. Excuse me, down across midfield of the Burroughs 44. That's what happens when you're using glasses. You lose perspective. Cross midfield, pickup of about 20 on the play, the longest run from scrimmage for the Wildcats tonight. And, boy, I don't even know what time it is, Gay. Hit me over the head and put me out of my misery. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as Gott has run to the Burroughs 44. O'Donnell comes wide left. Jones wide right. Ramsey fakes the pass, coming to the right on the keeper, and spins and fights his way forward for 5. Ramsey was hit back on about the 45-yard line, and he wouldn't go down. And he just kept fighting and spinning and got down to the 40-yard line. Nice carry by Eric Ramsey. Wildcats didn't get to this semifinal game by being a patsy ball club, I want to tell you that. Sean Grubb goes out of there as a play comes in. It'll be second down for the Cats. About 5 or 6 to go on the 40-yard line of John Burroughs. Wide man right, open field to the left. Double set behind Ramsey, and straight ahead goes Jonathan Gott. A pickup of around 3 or 4. He'll be short of the first down. In on the stop was Tyler Dunaway. And we've got a timeout called by an official down there for a little equipment repair.
Warsaw Wildcats sectional.
On a John Burroughs, third and a long 3 to go. The pitch is to Gott. Gott spinning to the left side and comes down close to the first down, maybe a little bit shy of it. Tyler Dunaway again in on the stop as they are eyeballing it to see if it's a first down. It looks to be just a hair shy. It's going to be fourth down, less than a yard to go, just inside the 35-yard line of John Burroughs. The Wildcats started this drive back on their 18. It's their longest drive.